Hello everyone, welcome to the Northern Tarot. My name is Andy. Today I will do the reading for the 17th, the 18th and the 19th of May 2023. And this is general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, so normally we do 2 days in a row except for the weekend. However, we have the new moon on the 19th of May. So for that reasons, I will do the 3 days of what coming next. Today is the 16th. So we have Jupiter stepping into Taurus on the 16th. Tomorrow, 17th and the 18th and the 19th, we have the moon coming into Taurus too. And the moon by the 19th will conjunct with Uranus. Or in another word, it transiting through Uranus. Now, normally the new moon is the energies about new energies of your mentality. It's about the new beginning too. It's about the repeating of your manifestations in general. So, except for the event the moon does something special, the rest of it, the new moon, the full moon, is quite similar each month. Depends on which side it is, it will triggers a different aspect of your mental stage or your psychic ability. This new moon is actually more special than what I thought, because this is what the informations I downloaded last night. The main theme of this new moon, I don't see people actually talking about it, so that's why I need to make introductions today and go a little bit long about it. Now, this new moon is actually about awakening. Based on all the signs that I read from around and yesterday, and also the information sent to me. The reason why I say that, because I've got 3 key terms about this new moon, which is quite unusual for people to look at it that way. But this is how I see it. So, number 1, this new moon is gonna be about deliveries. So it brings you things. Now, what things we will talk about that. Number 2 is about awakening. And number 3 is about purposes. The 3 key terms actually link to each other, and it's all about not upgrading, but it's the improvement in your mental spiritual qualities. So we will go one by one, then we'll understand why I say that. First of all, you have to remember, this new moon is actually it happens after the lunar eclipse on the 5th of May, which is upgrading or installing your new mental program of the next step. So your mentality actually matured quite a lot now compared to before the 5th of May. And it was in very short of time, and now it's the first new moon, and it's in Taurus. And it's in the 5th house for Sagittarius. It will do quite similar functions to other signs, but because it is a 6th house, and 6th house is about 3 major things. It's about health improvement. It's about purposes, and it's about changing your daily routines or lifestyle. Literally, you stepping into your new life. Everything requires changes. Now, the reason why I say it's linked together, because the deliveries here is actually about to give you some sense of growth and maturities result of your mental stage. So if you were, collecting all the information, watching tarot, for example, and other things, watching astrology, it will come to the point that you are now able to bring one of the factor of the trinities, which is the mentality, so which is the mind. So that because people will need three factors to become awakening. When the trinity factors, the mind, the soul, and the physics, which is the body, align with each other to the nine dimension. I mean the nine dimension structure. And then you are ready to merge these three things together and get awakened. So based on this, depends on what you have invested or how much you desire, because not everyone interested in awakening, so that's totally fine, because the souls always know the best. So don't worry if you not yet that time. But that doesn't matter if you aware of this or not, but your psychic abilities, your spiritual level will be increased to another like extended level. Not another level, but it's kind of like becomes more it becomes thicker, it becomes deeper. That's kind of sense. So that is the first thing this moon gonna show you. Or if you were trying to learn something, the new skill when it comes to spirituality, meditating, transcending, akashic, going to your records. This is the time that it will show you some improvement, and it will help you a lot with bring you to the next stage of your mentality. You start to see the light better. You see the light within you, and it will help you to see through your situation, especially for those people who still struggles with the tower situation. So that is the first thing. Now the second thing, awakening, is it's too clear to see what is awakening about, because we've been talking about this and we've been working on this, and we got a lot of video in our channels about this. So if you're new to your channel, please go to the Sagittarius and watch the videos about awakening. So awakening is simply that for people who got all the factors, the trinity factors ready, and this is the time that you will be able to utilize the energies of the universe to do it. Now about this awakening, you will know when you're ready, because normally before the awakening, 1 or 2 days, you will feel really exhausted, tired, depressed, fed up with things around you, can't be bothered doing anything. Maybe just want to lie in bed and do nothing. If it happens to you, remember one thing, this is all about resting. You have to rest because your body is changing to the next step. The reason why it has to exhaust the old energy, because it wants to welcome the new energy. That's it. Because the awakening will give you a crazy superpower energy. It's like a surge of energy, and the body needs to be getting ready, or else you will be overwhelmed. So that is the awakenings about, and there will be many people step into the awakening around this time, because this is the first time in 2023 that I see the energy is being designed or like unique for this purpose. All the energies before that, we went through a lot of upgrading and transformation, but it's about the earth ascension rather than the awakening, because remember, awakening is actually a very personal thing. However, this time there will be more individuals to join this, to create the collective awakening. So this is really, really great, and I'm so looking forward to hear more from people who manage to get it done, and tell me how you think, how you feel, or if you need any help after that. Because I remember when I did it, I was so lost because I felt different, and it seems that people couldn't comprehend me, and it's so that bizarre, and that's exactly the meaning of why I decided to do this work. It turns out that it was not about the tarot itself. This is about the collective missions to come here and share with people. Okay, so that is the awakening about this new moon. Um, the third one, number 3, is purposes, because it's a sixth house. Now, the sixth house is about purposes, which is you will have to come to terms with yourself. What is the true identity that you want to showcase, or want people to see you as in the next life? And the chapter of life, not next life, but this is the life that you are doing now. So in the next chapter, in the next cycle. However, the hidden meaning of it is, once you aligned with your new purposes, it shows you which area you need to focus on. Not all the areas that trying to come back, or the area that you're trying to be practical about. If I do that, it will give me more things, so it's more practical, but it doesn't work like that, because I'm talking about old opportunities, old thoughts, old people, anything old, anything that you already walked out of it. Because Pluto retrograde to Capricorn, it makes people feel the urge of the jump back to the material way of doing things. But remember, in this matrix, it's a one way, because we in 3D dimensions, the time dimensions been removed, so you couldn't go back. That's the problem. You can try, because it's like the door with an empty space behind it. You go back, you walk through that door, you fall, because there is nothing in it, and then you sink in it. But anyway, don't worry, because you won't go back, because it says how it designed. So we just need to understand it and being smart. So the purpose here is trying to guide people into something, even you never done it, but there is something in you telling you that this is it, this is me. And when you can understand and find that voice in your head, this is me, this is it, that is a really, really good sign of you on the right path. So based on all of that, this is all the new moon on the 19th of May is gonna trigger, because the moon is always about psychic abilities, about your feminine energy, about your mentality. It's prepare people. It prepares people for the awakening, and to me, this is probably the first real awakening period of 2023, and I'm sure there will be more energies like this in the future, coming to the end of this year. But for now, this is all I think that we need to remember. Of course, meanwhile we have Mercury stop retrograding on the 17th, and we have Jupiter is in Taurus, And then we wait until 21st for Mars to move to Leo, and then all the energy set for a while, and then we will start to focus on what's being revealed. So for now, it is kind of like opening up energy. It's very supportive energy. Things start moving for people. But that's the thing, because Pluto is still retrograde, so watch out for what not in your purpose. So utilize this not full moons. Utilize this new moon, and then do the three things that I share with you, and you will find a lot of interesting information for yourself. Okay, so for now, let's go to the cards, and we will see what spirits have for us. Okay, so as usual, we will go to the oracle card first to see what we have, and I will start with the star code astral oracles. Now let's see what we have for the 17, 18, and 19 of May 2023. If you're new to the channel, please like, share the video, subscribe to my channel to help it grow. If you would like to donate, please find the donate button in the description box. So, Star Code Astral, let's see what we have for the 17, 18, and 19. So we have oppositions, confrontations, number 53. There will be this is like the Five of Wands, so there will be conflicts. So watch out for unnecessary coming back to the old, not needed business. Now this is about how I say. Because you meant to go different ways, and people will find it's they will find it's not about they find themselves in the situations of stirring up the fight, but they actually show the true colors of who they truly are. It's a sense of spiritual conflict, because you have your own path, they have their own path. At one time, maybe the idea was good, but now it's no longer serving the purpose. So there will be conflicts going on. The best way is to try to time out with yourself, if you can, of course. If you're in that position, and that's the best, and prepare yourself for this is it's not the hermit mood time, it's not the detached time of yourself to the world, but if you have more time for yourself, it will be much better around this time. The reason why I say that, because there will be new purposes or new revelations of where you're heading, or which path is chosen for you or designed for you. And it's very similar to the energies of the new moon. There will be deliveries of a certain result of what you've been working on, or been asking for, praying for. Of course, this is about, the moon is going through Uranus, so the moon will be stir up the energy about psychic abilities, the require for the changes of mentality. However, we have Jupiter is also in Taurus, so it changes things. It gives you the new expansion, and this is unique to you. That's why it's really hard for anyone to ask you to share all these blessings with them, because obviously that X sign, they will be in a different house. That's the thing. So the area they focus on might be totally different from your areas. So let's see the second card. Let's go with the Starseed, oracles, and we will see what we have. So we have oppositions, confrontations, number 53. Yeah, I can see the dissolve of unions and the changes, like the taking over of things. So if you were like wanting to work with a group or the organizations, it might be changed to a new one, or they will do some things to irritate and annoy you, for example, and you will get angry with that because you see the truth for yourself of how it's simply coming down to purity. So if your intention is pure and the people just want to use your talents to make the money, and yeah, it will trigger the oppositions, but don't let that situations to happen once you know things. And because once you know things and you become the master, especially with the help of spiritual wisdom, you will solve everything just smoothly and nicely. Now, the starseed, we have trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Wow, this is so beautiful message. So spirits does, they do care a lot about all of us. It's simply saying that the time is coming. So don't panic. Don't let anything to bother you. It's all about yourself, your own happiness, your own benefits, and you always have to remember that. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. That means that you're here for something bigger, and that something will be revealed when you start to learn about yourself, your own identity, and start to learn how to align more with your purposes. It will all being rewarded after all, as long as you just need to be honest and loyal to yourself and your feeling. Okay, so one card for love and relationship. Let's see what we have. So for love and relationships for the 17, 18 and 19 of May 2023, we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Very similar advices from other two oracle cards. So it's the time that you just have to go with your gut, because everything will be revealed right from this moment on, because Jupiter is already activated that new plan in Taurus. So all we need is just to follow the steps and the guidance. Okay, so now let's go to the tarot and we will see the next 3 days for 17, 18 and 19. Overall energy, let's see what we have. Overall energies, we have the 8 of Swords. There you go. Now this is actually the energies of Pluto trying to do to you. Try kind of like stir things up in the past and make you think about it. But also because the new moon comes in to give you the new energy. So in the process of unlocking or just, well, you don't unlock this energy because it's a matrix energy, while we're waiting for the energy stabilized in the new position, you will go through the Eight of Swords. Feeling upset, feeling lost, feeling disconnected, feeling just like worn out. You feel like you try everything but nothing happens. But that's why spirits want to tell you that if you have to conflict, and then you have to conflict as long as you stay true to the way you feel. So let's see the challenge. The conflict here is it's actually is in you. As long as you don't have that inner conflict, doesn't matter what people trying to say or trying to I mean say, but like it can be both way, either bitter way or sweet way of talking. Doesn't matter, because they know that you know. So that's how you avoid all these confrontations. So the challenge is the Lovers. I think that someone's meant for you, and you might have the opportunities to find this person or to meet up, or you have already met. But for now, it's like at the crossroad with the Lovers here. So it's a sign indicates that there's old people gonna come back and trying to offer you something. Again, it's very similar with the oppositions with number 53 here. This is exactly what Pluto trying to do. It's the test. It's a test of fate to see if people really determine and trust themselves and trust the process. Okay, so let's go to the next one now. Message from your higher self. Let's see what we have. Message from your higher self. We have the Knight of Swords. Someone coming toward you. Someone quite pure with the energy of sword, and they will come to you. So they travel from somewhere to come to you. Now, in your mentality, let's see what we have. So mentality must be something about, the Uranus is gonna stir up things. So it's kind of like the rebel of your mental stage, the disorder, to push you to the next level rather than transformation, because transformations will be more, how I say, subjective to yourself. So mentality, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So you will be in your own territory. You will be in your own ideas, project, the work that you are thinking of. So more exactly, you're gonna be in sync with your new mental stage, and this is about how to make the new abundance. The reason why I say it's more in sync with your mental stage, because when we want the new things to happen, we always need to have the new mentality before anything else. That's the order of it. And if you think about the logic of it, if you don't have the new mindset, how can you create the new things? And it's also about growth here that I can see. There is some sort of development somehow in your situations. Depends on which area that you are working in. So let's see the outcome energy of this. Is the 10 of Swords. This is really great because you go from blank, like blindfolded, Eight of Swords to the Ten of Swords. So things coming to terms for you. It's like clarity. So you gain the clarities about whatever it is that you felt like you're being entrapped. So suddenly you feel that you are being freed and you feel liberated and getting yourself ready for the next move. It's very good energy I can see here. So let's clarify this and we will see. Now, the Eight of Swords. This is for 17, 18 and 19 of May 2023. Eight of Swords is clarified by the Two of Wands. Yes, so definitely that is exactly what we were talking about. You're feeling nervous, you're feeling like it's time to jump. There's some urge and the call in you. And now when you feel it that way, it's actually the matrix energy. You can only see through it when you master your matrix. Because it's actually not the time for you to jump, it's a time for you to move forward. And learn about yourself. Find your identities and serve it. And that is when the Knight of Pentacles happen. So right now you might feel everything is so disastrous around you because nothing really works and no opportunities are really worth investing or worth making an effort, that kind of feelings. So you have to trust your feeling and respect your feeling all the time. Now the Lovers, let's see, clarify the Lovers. The Lovers is clarified by the King of Swords. So that is the challenge. The King of Swords is someone, can be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. The challenge here is there is something about this person. I think he or she trying to get back. But this person is older than you with the King of Swords. Or challenge you. Actually, I think it's kind of about oppositions, confrontations. So this is the challenge. There will be someone in your environment really want to challenge you to see, just to test the matrix, because this is triggered by the matrix. It doesn't have to be brutal, challenge. It can be very subtle, and then it will confuse you. But the thing is, you will have the support from the Nine of Pentacles, so you will see it through and you will stand your ground. There is something about dividing the home or money or estate. If you have estate with someone, like after the divorce, because there's a Nine of Pentacles here. But I can see that you can claim things that belong to you because it belongs to you. So the Knight of Swords, let's see what we have. The Knight of Swords is clarified by the King of Wands. Wow, amazing. Definitely that you have to stay optimistic. Please stay optimistic about your love life because someone will come and see you. And this person is much more, how I say, fresh with the Knight of energy, the Knight of Sword energy. So this person is more fresh, is more just more honest and reliable. The feeling of they ready to do things, they ready to move, they ready to make an effort. That's the sense of it. Meanwhile, the challenge of whoever that from the past or the flings even around around you right now, it doesn't need to be from the past, right? But it's a challenge is of someone with a calculating mind, the King of Swords. Literally, the challenge is about if you know how to say no. If you have learned how to say no yet, doesn't matter if that's a lovers or not, because it can be a real situations of romance. But then it doesn't need to be. Anything that distracts you from the path of where you're heading can be classed as the lovers. That's the thing. But here, I do see someone with a very calculating mind who wants to kind of like get back in somewhere that you are staying with the Nine of Pentacles. Here, so the Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. The time is arising, and you can say the time has come too, because it's a delay matter world, the world of delay matters. So it can be a little bit slower than what we see here, but what we see here is exactly what the future holds. So the divine timing here, the Wheel of Fortune, your project or your what you pursuing will grow. And if something doesn't grow, then you know that it's not for you. But something that you nurtures and you feel like you always get the joy out of it with that type of work, you always allow yourself to live in the moments. You don't have to think, and that is what's gonna grow for you. Now the Ten of Swords. Let's see what we have. Clarified by the Two of Cups. Wow, this is amazing. Love is on your side. Love is on the menu. And you know, I saw love coming to people since last Sunday when I did the reading for Monday and Tuesday. So that is actually the Nine of Swords. Someone who's really, really interested in you. And this boost of emotion will allow you to leave all the pains and all the suffers and all the leftover of the trauma behind and move forward and create your own gardens, your own heaven. So you actually in the process of creating the new heaven for yourself. But sometimes you might not pay attention to it, but you feel better day by day, and from now on the energies will be very supportive toward you. Okay guys, this is all I've got for you. Hope you enjoy what I'm doing. Please like, share the video, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and also if you're new, please go to playlist and find other playlists. We have a lot of good ones in there. And if you would like to donate, please find the donate button in the description box, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you and bye bye.